Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nekopara Vol1. I'm Hawk20, and let's continue our story.
ショコラとバニラがちゃんと納得したら迎えに行きますので
Was what she told me when I was finally able to get in touch with her. Without any margin of negotiation space, I was struck down. But Shigure, even if you say that, I don't think chocolate and vanilla
と
will...
ころで兄様この妹目に今朝の愛のささやきを
Morning sweet nothings? Oh boy. Don't make it sound like it's a daily ritual or something. In any case...
すみませんお父様から呼ばれましたので失礼いたします愛してますわ兄様ではまた
wait, Shigure! Rip. Seriously? As the ruthless electronic buzz of the dropped call echoed, I stared at my cell phone. And here I thought I could sort all this out if I just could talk to Shigure.
朝ごはん美味しいですね
It sounded like she was suffocating rather than eating.
ご主人様のご飯はいつでも美味しいですにゃ
Oh god, her head, like, snapped.
ショコラホッピーにケチャップついてる芸術的に可愛い舐めてあげちゃうペロペロ
How does ketchup being on the cheek a sign of cutely artistic things? You know what, I don't want to know. The cut girls in question were happily stuffing themselves with sandwiches. These sandwiches incidentally contained tomato, cheese, and lettuce. That's a very simple one. Oh, there it is. With an over-easy fried egg tucked inside all of that. It was a simple meal. Breakfast was pretty much like this. You two are definitely going home today, okay?
ご主人様はショコラたちといるの楽しくないですかショコラは楽しいですよもうそれは今世紀最大級に
World-class level of fun.
昨晩はご主人だって結構お楽しみだったくせに
What is that supposed to mean? Stop with the deliberately misleading words. I cited their happy-go-lucky mindset. I took the opportunity to fill their empty glasses with milk. Their eating habits of cat girls were pretty much the same as those of humans, so that part was straightforward. Of course, what they liked, disliked depended on each individual cat girl. In the end, I wasn't able to get everything put away yesterday. Today, I really do have to start getting ready for the bakery's opening, too. That's why I don't have time to relax and play with you two. Be good girls and go home. Wow, I am being... This character's a dick right now. I'm sorry, he's very mean. I said that to them with a sandwich in my hands.
ここにショコラがいたらご主人様は迷惑ですか
She put her sandwich down on her plate. And just like yesterday, she looked at me with upturned eyes. Yeah, it's a problem. I answered her clearly.
そうですか
Dramatic music. Yep, that
そうで
seems
すよね
feeling.
やっぱり
Her shoulders drooped even more than before. The ears which sat on top of her head drooped downheartedly too.
ショコラ
Unable to make fun of anything, Vanilla could only look on with concern. The pain from last night pricked at my heart again. I tilted the already cooled coffee cup, as my emotions dulled and unimpeded by my judgment.
それでも
This is a close-up, I was not expecting that.
それでもショコラはご主人様のところにいたいです
Her usual always perky ears were drooping. Chocolate was speaking clearly under her own volition.
ショコラがいるなら私もここにいる私もここにいたいと思う
Vanilla's usually blank expression did not change. However, she showed me her strong determination. I don't remember Chocolate or Vanilla ever being this disobedient. That thought stayed in the back of my mind. Well, if you think about it, this is such a completely different scenario for them. They're probably, like, trying to make do with what they can. But if I was only going to be swayed by that, then I wouldn't have said this. That understood? Hmm? What was the doorbell for?
ご注文ありがとうございます。ロイヤルウッドです。
Oh, okay. I see.
ご注文いただきましたティーセットの配達にお伺いしました。ではこちらお店の中に運んじゃいますね。こちらの段ボールで全部ですね。では間違いなければ受領書にサインをいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
She smiled brightly and brought out the invoice along with a pen. Okay, let's see. I looked over the sales invoice and I received it once more. Somehow this doesn't look like what I ordered.
え、本当ですか？それは品物が違うということでしょうか？
No, the stuff I ordered is in here too, but I looked over at the pile of boxes inside the bakery. Inside of my tiny bakery was a mountain of boxes. A mountain! It was as if the inside of the bakery had become completely made of boxes. As you can see, we don't need this much tableware inside the bakery.
すみません。すぐに本社に確認しますので。
Don't tell me it's the other four.
少々お待ちいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
Don't tell me it's the other four. Is it really the other four?
大変申し訳ござい。こちらのミスで別の注文書と混じってしまっていたようでして、水無月様の方もすぐにご入りようと思いますので、もしよろしければご注文分の食器を。
Accept this order. Huh? From all this? Mountain of cardboard boxes towered over everything. I was at a loss for words. Every box was of equal size. I wouldn't know what was inside each of them without opening them up. On top of that, looking at the sales invoice, I could see that they all contained expensive tea sets and tableware. And if I accepted it all, it would be a lot of work to deal with all the new items. There's still things that need doing in advance of my bakery's opening, so I don't mind accepting these. But it's gonna take a while to deal with all this.
もちろん私もお手伝いさせていただきますので。私も次の配達に行かないといけないですし。
Look, you don't need to put all this pressure on me. From the looks of it, it would take 2 hours or more. But to have it re-delivered would take double the effort too. Alright. Alright. That was clever. That was really clever. You win there. That was funny. I don't know why I laughed at that. That's right, I have a lifeline. That's an interesting way to, like, meow, I guess.
猫ちゃんたち、本当に助かりました。ありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます。
Put them to work already.
では、私はこれで失礼させていただきますね。
So it sounds like we need some oil on that door, or some grease on that door. I'm exhausted. I glanced at the tableware we had finished organizing. Lowered myself into the chair and relaxed my shoulders. Hi, chocolate.
冷たいお茶です。どうぞ。
Thanks, chocolate. Don't mind if I do. I downed the cold tea in one gulp. Man, I was thirsty. Or Kasha was thirsty. I shouldn't say I was, because I'm not actually Kasha. Somehow or another, the light meal tableware had arrived. Soon I really had to get the bakery ready for its opening. I did say I needed any help I could find. And I really did need help this time. Chocolate, please. I could sense the praise me aura coming from Chocolate. She had a wild smile on her face and was in a ready stance to receive my approval. Thanks, I couldn't have done it without you two. She got really happy from that.
柱の陰から見守ってた甲斐があったね。よしよし。
Watching from the shadows, staring perfectly at him.
ショコラ、ご主人様の役に立てましたね。
She's really wanting all
ご主
that.
人様一人じゃお仕事大変だと思うんです。ね、ね。猫の手でも存分に役に立つ。私たちがいなかったら、まだ仕分け続行中だと思う。
Cho is funny here. She's just wanting praised so much. Hey, you two are getting a bit too close. They leaned forward towards me with emphasis. Oh. It's true that without you two around, this would have been a real problem. That's a different issue than the one from before. You two have to go back home. Besides, it's not like I could ask you two to work for me or anything, okay? You just had... the last... not too long ago... oh my goodness, here we go again. They are persistent at this, I will say. But, yeah, the last episode, now that I think about it, we actually had, I think, a cat girl working at a restaurant, so this could be possible, and I'm assuming it is going to be, considering this actual storyline. Her shoulders drooped along with her ears and tail. She also backed away. The enthusiasm she showed earlier had completely disappeared. She sighed deeply and looked disheartened. She's so sad again. And there she goes. I'm waiting for Vanilla to say something. She trudged up to the second floor, still dejected. Chocolate isn't an idiot. I knew she was pushing herself to be bright and full of energy. But even so, this wasn't something I was going to easily change my mind about. It was all the more of how much she cared for me. She spoke quietly. I interrupted her. Whoops. She spoke quietly in her usual way. Vanilla tilted her head as she asked that question. You two aren't bad cat girls. That's why I can't have you stay here. That doesn't make sense. Okay. It's because you two are good cat girls that I can't allow it. She blinked at me. She blinked as she took in my words. It was almost as if she was trying to peer inside my heart. She stared directly at me, long and hard. Humans are hard to understand. Some of us are. I think cats are harder to understand. You never know what they're wanting. Ah, I keep hitting that mouse 2 button. Vanilla. With those words, she went upstairs. The sound of her small footprints. Footprints. The sound of her small footsteps slowly disappeared, and before long, I couldn't hear them anymore. Humans are hard to understand, huh? Inside the bakery, now devoid of anyone but myself, I repeated those words she had just said it to me. Now that I think about it, that's a pretty inconsistent way of thinking, isn't it? Cats do not understand that. Having heard that said out loud, I began to understand what it really meant. Must be pretty nice to live the simple life of a cat girl, huh? I pondered as I looked at the name of the bakery affixed to the window. With a bitter smile, I began to clean up the tea sets that had arrived earlier. Bitter smile?
Nekopara.
These little splash images are kind of funny. Just like yesterday, we took a walk through the park in the evening. However, that food stand was nowhere to be found. It just so happened that no one was home on the day when I decided to take the cat girls home. I had also happened to leave the house key behind. Oh! So I made good use of time. I went to go do some shopping before Shigure got home. Catnip? What? That isn't the right word at all. Chocolate, if you're tired, let's rest a bit. Oh, I can just use spacebar instead of clicking. Okay, that's easier. There's no need for you to apologize. She had a troubled smile on her face as she nodded. It was pretty clear that she wasn't in good spirits. That's why there was nothing I could really say to her. Well, there happens to be a bench over there, so why don't we rest a bit?
何か飲み物買ってくる。
Ah, thanks. Something for everyone, okay?
了解。任された。
I handed Vanilla some change and offered the bench to Chocolate. I think I'm saying her name right. That's an interesting perspective. I like that, though. The constant sea breeze rustled the trees in the park. All that could be heard throughout the empty park was the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down next to the disheartened Chocolate. Like the gently setting sun, time passed by slowly.
ショコラ、帰ります。
Her voice was so quiet that I wasn't quite sure if I had heard her or not. Even so, she answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chocolate's head.
たまにはご主人様に電話してもいいですか？
Yeah.
またご主人様のところに遊びに来てもいいですか？
Yeah. I'm saying the same thing over and
ご
over
主
again.
人様はショコラたちのことはちゃんと毎日思い出してくれますか？ショコラは離れててもご主人様って
This is really bothersome. My goodness. I can see why,
いいです
though.
か？
Her voice trembled as she frantically wiped away her tears. She stifled her sobbing and her voice became strained. She looked pained as if she did her best to hold back her emotions, biting her lips. I held back my irresponsible words that were on the brink of coming out with all my strength. Yeah, of course I will. Such a sad opening.
ごめんなさい、主人様。
She really is upset, dang. I was frustrated with myself for saying nothing. I was empty. I could only offer condolences that could not be put into words. I rubbed Chocolate's head as gently as I could.
やっぱりご主人様は優しいですね。
I don't really think I'm kind at all.
ご主
I mean,
人
from these past two episodes, I don't think so.
前も同じこと言ってましたから。
Before? Chocolate closed her eyes and smiled.
覚えてますか？ショコラとバニラを。ご主人様としぐれちゃんが連れて帰ってくれた時のこと。
Of course I remember that. It was a cold day half a year ago. Chocolate and Vanilla were huddled together, crying by the side of the road. They were still so young they couldn't even speak yet. It was that day that I embraced their small cold bodies and took them home with me. Oh, they were abandoned, weren't they? Oh, no, they were strays, I think. I think they said they were strays. Oh, they could have been abandoned. I'm not sure. There was no way I could simply forget that important day when our family grew. In the beginning, you two really just couldn't get used to things at home.
あの時は知らないお家で知らない人と猫ばっかりで怖くて。
You wouldn't eat at all, which really worried Shigure.
はい、とっても心配かけちゃいました。
I started to hear a tiny bit of laughter in her voice as reminisced about the past.
ショコラとバニラが熱を出した時のことも。
I definitely do remember that. We're just going into flashbacks here? It was a few days after we brought Chocolate and Vanilla home. Oh wow, they're so tiny. At that point, they'd only occasionally drink some water. And as always, they didn't really touch their food. The combination of malnourishment and cold weather had really begun to weaken their bodies. They both developed high fevers and were in pain.
あの時は夜中で誰にも気づいてもらえなくて、とにかく苦しくて辛くて寂しくて声も出せなくて手も足も全然動かなくて助けて誰か助けてって思いながらただただ泣いてたんです。そしたら
It's alright, I'm with you too, so don't worry.
ご主人様が大きくてあったかい手で ててくれたんですよ。
I could see why the two of them bonded hard with him at this point. If this is the real, if this is a part of the history with him,
ずっとそば
definitely
に
would make sense.
大丈夫大丈夫って言い続けてくれて、ショコラとバニラのこと撫で続けてくれてました。朝になって病院に行くまでずっとそばに。
This is getting surprisingly deep.
不安で心細かったのが全部嘘だったみたいに。あの時も同じこと言ってました。俺は別に優しくなんかないって。でもショコラたちはご主人様が助けてくれなかったらここにいなかったです。あの時ご主人様がそばにいてくれなかったら誰も信じられないままでした。ご主人様のおかげでご飯も食べれるようになりました。しぐれちゃんともみんなとも仲良くなれました。
This is just like, I'm not used to seeing this side of Chocola. The Volume 0, I never had any of this like seriously deep / emotional side of her. It's kind of interesting.
だからあの時からショコラのご主人様はご主人様になったんです。ショコラはそれからずっと優しいご主人様のことが大好きなんですよ。
This definitely would make sense why they kind of bounded him too well, or so well. I wish that her tear-filled eyes would not spill over. Those tears were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me.
だからショコラはご主人様がいなくなっちゃうって聞いて、いても立ってもいられなくて、どうしても一緒に行きたくて、しぐれちゃんにお願いをしたんです。
She said that with the faintest of smiles, one that seemed as if it would disappear at any moment. Those words were so gentle and warm, but there was always an undeniable sadness and emptiness mixed in with them. Chocolate. I was the one she was saying all this to. Even so, the only thing I could say back to her was her name.
お金のこととか難しいことはやっぱり猫にはわからないです。でもやっぱりショコラはご主人様のそばにいたいんです。ご主人様が辛くて大変そうなのなんとなくわかります。本当になんとなくですけど、お掃除でもお洗濯でもお料理でもショコラがお手伝いできることは何でもしますから。今すぐにはできなくても絶対にちゃんとできるようになりますから。だからもう一度だけ。
This is giving me like Katawa Sojo vibes.
ダメでしょうか。
As strange it is.
ショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。
Chocolate voiced her feelings clearly once again, and barely kept her tears from overflowing. Chocolate, if you could be with me. I was engulfed with my inner thoughts, which were ready to overflow. I got really deep. I'm surprised by that. Holy crap. She yearned for me so earnestly, for her to so innocently believe in me. There should be no reason for me to be against it. That day, chocolate and vanilla became an important part of my family. As long as they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable. I was simply selfish for just leaving them home like that. I didn't want to get my dear family wrapped up in my selfishness, or have them experience any unnecessary hardship because of me. You two are important to me after all.
私たちは猫だから自分に素直なだけ。
Well, there's Vanilla. My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla. Vanilla had returned at some point. We were so engrossed with chocolate, it didn't even matter. And she looked straight at me and says she sat at Chocolate's side.
私なら楽しいことならショコラと一緒がいい。
As long as it's fun. That's gonna be rough. Chocolate, that's a lot on you.
たとえ辛いことでもショコラと一
Oh,
緒
never
にい
mind.
たいと思う。だって一緒にいれないことの方が寂しくて辛いから。
Two of you did grow up together, I guess that would make sense. Vanilla.
本当に好きなら迷惑かけたって一緒にいたい。私たちが幸せかどうかなんていくらご主人でも決めつけるのは違うと思うよ。それに大事な人が大変ならなおさらそばにいたい。何ができるかはわからないけど、でも辛い時にそばで励ますことくらい。
Oh, whoops, I thought she was done. It was her gentle, warm, and soft smile. It was as if her gentle, warm, and soft smile had become the setting sun. These uncharacteristic words from Vanilla deeply penetrated and seeped into my heart.
だからきっとしぐれも私たちがご主人のところについていくのを許してくれた。しぐれはご主人と一緒に行くことはできないから代わりにお願いって。だからご主人が本当にショコラのことを思うなら。
Now, there was not even the faintest bit of hesitation. There were such honest and absolutely straightforward words. Who am I to dictate Chocolate and Vanilla's happiness? Only those words continued to strongly resonate in my mind, which was otherwise empty.
たとえ何不自由のない暮らしでもご主人様がいないのは嫌なんです。いくら大変でもショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。だからお願いします。ご主人様のそばにいさせてください。ここがショコラがいたい場所なんです。
She was on the verge of tears. Chocolate's face lit up. There were nothing but absolute, pure, genuine words. This is a very deep section, I'm surprised. Seriously. Humans really are at a loss of words when it comes to cat girls, huh? Saying no to their words. It's not something I could bring myself to do.
ご主人様、それって。
It won't be like it was back at home. You can't just live here however you like. Got it?
大丈夫です。ご主人様がいるだけでショコラは幸せですから。やれやれ、ついにご主人
Finally surrendered.
いやよいやよも好きのうちだね。
The jury remote seemed to have been blown away by her dazzling smile. Despite all this talk about family, perhaps I was the one that didn't really believe in it. Thinking about all of this from their perspective, it was really simple. Although I thought it was all still so immature. Perhaps cat girls were more human than humans were when it came to honesty. From here on out, we need to do our best all together.
はい、毎晩大トロじゃなくて大丈夫です。たまにでいいです。お肉も A4 でいい。
For meat, A4 grade is fine as long as it's Matsuyaka.
最高。
Not Yaka, Zaka. Matsuzaka. I don't know why I put a Y where there was a Z. Beef. Fatty meat is the best. Is that all you guys have been eating at home? Even if the road ahead of us is uncertain. I lovingly rubbed their heads, disheveling their hair. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it on that episode. This was a long episode. And so, man, that was deep. I felt like I didn't want to separate this because of how big that conversation was. Now that it's kind of on a different tangent, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. Be continuing this series as the time goes on. And so, anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I will see you again later.